Hello, good morning. We would like to ask you a couple of questions. Would you tell us about any anecdote or situation in your life when you hadn't had access to water, maybe because of a disaster or some external factor? I had been born in the municipality of Ecatepec, which historically had been part of Lake Texcoco. Over time, the lake had been drying up, and this process had been leaving many open space. Some people had already started sealing those lands without thinking of the damage that could be caused. Since the waters had been taken out of the basin, the place where they had been stored had disappeared, and houses were being built there. Everyone who had been living in that area was facing the situation or either too much water or no water at all. And when the situation you mentioned happened, how did people react? How did your personality take it at that moment? I was a child, about 8 or 10 years old. I didn't really see the real problem at that time. When there was water, I was happy, and when there wasn't, I was also happy. It rained, and we were going out to play. As a child, I think the impact wasn't so strong.
How did the community feel at that time, or how did they take the whole situation? Obviously, people reacted as expected, hoping that the service would become better. Pumping stations were built near the Grand Canal, and they were pumping the water into it for a while we stopped suffering from the sickness.
What solution did your community find to face this water problem? The solution, as I mentioned, were not really integral ones. A pumping station was built and some drainage systems were changed, but it was never a plain situation. Everything was just responding to the immediate problem.
What lesson did you and the community learn from this situation? I think we learned to organize ourselves. We realized that we had not been depending on the decision of the legitimate or illegitimate government. We understood that the real decision-making power had always belonged to people. The community had gained strength and had learned to face change together. Thank you very much for the interview. We really appreciate your time and that you shared this anecdote.